Give me 1 second. All right. All right. Shalom, shalom. All right, shalom. Make this real quick because I'm in this heat. My phone gonna start heating up real fast. But in the spirit, I want to give all the glory and honor to. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna change this around. All right, keep it out the heat. But hey, before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors unto my apostles and others, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Hakim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right. Matter of fact, I'm just going to cut this car on. It's hot in the mouth. All right. All right. Drop it like it's up. Sorry. All right. So like I said, we're not going to make this too long. Sitting in my car. I'm going to do this quick little lesson. As the title goes, the Northern Kingdom I understand through the spirit that the tribe of Judah is according to the scriptures, according to the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is the head tribe. So of course, when you're the leader, most of the good falls on you, the bad falls on you. The positive and the negative falls on the leader. Though that's responsible. So that's understandable. But that doesn't give an excuse or a pass to the Northern Kingdom for the way that they are. I'm out here in a new part of the world. I'm in the Pacific Northwest area, and the region of which I'm in, it's only it's really only like 2% so-called Negroes out here, and Latinos, specifically Issachar, makes up damn near 38 to 40, almost 40% of the population in this region. And when you get into when you're around the Northern Kingdom, and they're the bigger piece of the pie, you get a real good glimpse of how degenerate these other tribes can be. See, coming from the South, specifically Atlanta, probably one of the blackest cities in America, you get so used and prone to being around Negroes that that energy is easy to come out, because there's propaganda that this place uses to push against the so-called Southern Kingdom, or not the so-called, the Southern Kingdom, which makes up you so-called Negroes, you so-called West Indians, and you so-called Haitians, okay, the Negro tribes of the nation of Israel. So it's easy to point finger at them and talk shit and this, that, and the third, and when everybody thinks on black on, when they think about crime and hate amongst their own people, the face of hating their own people, that energy always falls on the so-called Negro tribes, so-called Judah, because you Bloods and Crips, but lo and behold, you out this way, you don't, especially in California, you got a whole gang war and whole war occurring amongst the Issachar, with the Serranos and however you what it, you go look into that. That's the same people, but see, for them it's ignored, it's overlooked. But when it comes to the so-called Negro tribes, it's you see this shit, you see this is bullshit, which it is bullshit. All right, that's why you gotta have equity, you gotta have balance with your rebukes. I did a lesson on this before as well. A lot of Jake, you be part of Issachar, you be a so-called Issacharite, or you be a Gadite, or you be a Reubenite, or you be part of the Northern Kingdom, and all you know how to do is curse out Judites, as if the 12 tribes of Israel aren't in captivity and fucked up, and the Lord is pissed off with all 12 tribes. Okay? Like the title of this lesson is, the Northern Kingdom ain't right, man. They ain't right. I've been out here in this area for about a week now. All right? I'm in like Eastern Washington, and the state, and Jake, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy how really Esau treats you better than so-called Mexicans. And it's like, it's not new to me, because I felt, go down to South Beach. Go down to South Florida, I should say. Go down to South Florida. Where down there, instead of it being 38, 40%, like here it's like 38, 40% Mexican, there it's like 38, 40% Cuban. And that shit ain't no different down there. I felt the same. That's why I said even the things that I'm feeling, it's not like newer. It's like, oh my God. Because I felt this before with the tribes. And it just be like, not to get into that carnal, like I said, I don't have my sword in front of me. I'm just using my phone. But that's why the scriptures say Ephraim is a silly dove, and Ephraim is joined unto the idols. Let him alone. And Ephraim is not specifically just talking to the tribe of Ephraim. Ephraim represents the northern kingdom. When you go into the split in after the time of King Solomon, Judah, when you read in the scriptures, and sometimes it's speaking about Judah, it's not just specifically speaking to the tribe of Judah. It's speaking to the kingdom of Judah, which is the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So the same applies with Ephraim. When the scriptures speak about, sometimes it's speaking directly to Ephraim, but in most cases it's speaking to the northern kingdom, which is all your Latin tribes and your native tribes. That's Reuben, Gad, Issachar, Naphtali, Asher, and whoever else I'm forgetting. You get the point. Everybody outside of the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi makes up the northern kingdom. But I get it. And I was telling a good brother of mine, he know if he sees this, and he's of the he believes he is. He could be, it could be not. It's all through faith, but he's of the tribe of Issachar, and I'm like, these motherfuckers treat me out here like as if like my best friend is not of the tribe of Issachar. You know what I'm saying? But that just go to show you how, like, in this truth, there's a big difference in an Issachar. I hate Mexicans. I love Issachar. Black people. I love Judites. I hate. You get what I'm saying? I'm speaking to the spiritual, those that are in the know of who they are and are trying their best to be in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I love you, no matter. We're all the same people. The Lord is joining us together, according to what is that, Ezekiel the 38th chapter. He's taking the two sticks and putting them together. All right, so we're being joined together through the Spirit. But as far as the 2/3, that 2/3 is not just like a lot of Jake and the Truth act like the 2/3 is just all Negroes. Man, that 2/3 is a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Puerto Ricans, a lot of Dominicans, a lot of Native Americans, a lot of Seminole Indians, man. Here it is. It's 2024. The truth has been in the world, going all the way back to Elder Abba Bivens, since the late 60s, 50s, 60s, you could say. This truth has been in the planet building momentum for the last 50 years. The truth has been on the internet almost 20 years at this point. We're closer to 20 years of the truth being pushed on a high level on the internet than we are to it being introduced to the internet going back to 2006, 2007. So here it is. Men have been pushing this word out heavy to to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, and you so-called Native Americans. You would think that there would be, at this point, you would have whole so-called Native American Israelite tribes, camps. You would think that there was a presence of the Northern Kingdom within this truth. But that's why I get why the Lord said, man, just let them alone, man. The Lord ain't really dealing with the Northern Kingdom like that. That's why through the Spirit, when you read the scriptures, that's why when Yahweh Shai came on the scene, the Lord didn't even want the Northern Kingdom to be in the land. The Lord had already pushed them out the land and said, man, y'all just go over here. They got pushed out the land. Like, man, just go. Just go over there and pray to the sky, man. Pray to the sky, pray to the trees, pray to the corn, all that goofy shit that they be into. But here it is. Here it is. The so-called Mexicans will unify themselves with the so-called white man. And all you are is a brown nigga to him. But to me, it's just people that you perceive the color of and so on and so forth. You look at us with such hate and disdain. See, younger me would have overlooked this shit. In the senses of, oh, man, we brothers. And man, fuck all that, man. Fuck you niggas, man. Like I said, I love Issacharites. I love so-called Mexicans that are waking up to who they are. If you got a problem and you still want to worship Cesare Borgia and Jesus, all that shit, fuck you, man. Fucking in. This is live. I don't care. Like I said, I get it, man. You simple. You got this simple ass look on your face. You all look the same. You all walk and talk the same, but then you have this arrogance and this attitude about you, as if like you whatever, man. That's why I say, man, through the Spirit. But you know what? Going back to Isaiah the 11th chapter, it speaks about this. That when the Lord comes back, that Judah shall not, what's the word? Judah shall not vex Ephraim, and Ephraim shall not envy Judah. Because a lot of this got to do with envy, man. And I peeped that since I've been out here through the Spirit. A lot of you so-called Latin tribes, you got a real envy and hate spirit in you. It's intertwined in you of the so-called Negro tribes, man. And it's not even because of carnal things. It's spiritual in the simple fact that the tribe, because that's where the split occurred over thousands of years ago. That split that occurred thousands of years ago occurred because of that envy. You mad that the kings, the royal line came out of the tribe of Judah, that the Lord came out of the tribe of Judah, and so on and so forth. But even when you look at the world right now, right, who's the main one that's putting up a fight against basically any level of injustice? It's the so-called Negro tribes. Even outside of, like, whether you look at it from the truth aspect, who's the main one that's pushing this spirit of who the Hebrew Israelites on the planet Earth are standing bold? You goddamn Native Americans and you Latin tribes, we still claim you and push you in the spirit. Ah, man, we're here to push this word out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But we don't get that level of respect and reverence. You look at us like we just some niggas, some niggers. Fuck niggas, we niggers to you. That's why the Lord gonna fuck y'all up, man. Well, I say a few years ago when I experienced this with Manasseh and South off. And now it's like, who cares? Who cares? That's how insignificant you really are. And you're beyond just being insignificant to me, through the spirit, you're really insignificant in the spirit. Period. All right, like I said, man, I love, all right, Simeonites, Gadites. Man, fuck you, man. You ain't right. You ain't right. Like I said, I got a brother. He don't ever. I guess Issacharite, a so-called Mexican, and he don't bite his tongue to let it be known how he feel about Mexicans. He hates Mexicans, and I be like, damn, bro, but I get it. I told him the other day, I said, man, I get it, bro. I get it. I fucking get it, man. Just a bunch of just proud, simple ass people, man. As the other 12 tribes, but it's levels to this shit, man. You just got your head stuck up the white man's ass. You just out here being Americans and demons. Just being big boy American demons. Like, nigga, ain't nobody thinking about y'all on a carnal level. Holding the truths to the side for a second. On a carnal level, ain't nobody thinking about y'all. Y'all be walking around with this arrogance like, who gives a fuck about, nobody gives a fuck about y'all. Nobody. Only people that give a fuck about you is the people hiring you out. Yeah, Shy Scar. He is hired. That's all you are. You're just a good worker. And quite frankly, you're not really good workers. You're just capable. You're just a body willing to do the work. That's another lie that's been said, as if, you so-called Mexicans are good at what you do or good at the work. No, you're not. I've seen some shitty work from Mexicans, man. Like shit, man. Like where the Hispanic and Latinos mainly live at. If they be around Jake, it'd be love. Like, hey, Papi, hey, it's love. But let you be a black person around Spanish people. They gon' treat you like shit. But then the so-called Negro tribes are the ones that's painted as being without love, being cold-hearted, cold-spirited. See, that's why I say, man, the kingdom don't get enough smoke, man. And I'm not, like I say, this lesson is through the spirit, man. Have temperaments and balance with your rebukes, man. Like I say, I've been in the camp, and Jake, here it is, Jake be a Gadite or a Reubenite or a Latin tribe, and all you know how to do is curse out the Southern Kingdom. Have you not looked at your people? What the fuck is you Latin tribes got to be proud about? Your women, you Asherite women, you so-called Brazilian women, you so-called women, you so-called Mexican women, you are literally the biggest whores on the planet Earth. The only women that are bigger whores than you are the so-called Asians. But you're proud. You're proud, though. Right now, the world of men are flying to these Latin countries with $10 American and renting your women out for the week. Kevin Gates punching Rod off in them for a week for a couple pesos. Like I said, on some carnal shit, I'd be like, y'all really got me fucked up, man. Like I said, I love you as a people and understand the connection of who we are and what we got. But on some, like I said, on some carnal shit, I'd be like, man, y'all got me way the fucked up, man. Ain't nobody thinking about y'all. That's y'all problem, man. That's why the Lord gonna bring that fire your way, man. Let them alone, man. Let the Lord deal with them. That's why the Lord gonna send fire through y'all's way, man, because it's not enough. You don't listen. Like I said, this word been going out for 50 plus years. Down in Middleman, in a city with 20 million fucking people in it, but where's the growth? Where's all these camps in the Central and South America? Where are they at? Nowhere to be found. Because all y'all want to do is listen to music full with horns and shit, and drink spicy beer and do cocaine. That's pretty much your existence. That's why the Lord, hey man, Lord gonna fuck you, man. Straight up, the Lord is gonna fuck you. Try do. See, even with the southern kingdom, Jake will hear the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi will they'll hear it to a certain extent. Be down somewhere can't accept the fact that the God looks like us. You rather serve a white God that don't look like you and hate you. Here's you stupid Northern Kingdom tribes came over here, Spaniards came over here and tricked your ass into you believing that he was the Messiah, and he went to work on you. And y'all ain't been the same, man. Like I said, the same applies to you Latin tribes as well as Gad and Reuben. Gad, you ain't one. Y'all really ain't one shit since. Y'all really ain't really one shit against these heathens. To see whether they save you or not. I want to see if Cesare Borgia save you in the time. Jesus, you've done nothing but try to keep us divided, which is all spiritual. It's okay. Like I said, I can differentiate the difference between one and the other. All right? There's no need for radical generalizations. There are good Mexicans that don't know that they're Israelites at the moment as well. Just as there are good Negroes that don't know that they're Israelites as well, that the Lord willing, the Lord will wake up to this truth. But the masses of you make up the unelected group, the unholy group of the 2/3. Okay? Hey, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. All right. Put more curses on the Northern Kingdom. You Native Americans, you ain't right either. You're not. You're not. You natives ain't right. You Latinos ain't right. All right? And you Negroes ain't right either. But we always jump and talking shit about the Negro tribes. Niggas this and niggas that. And niggas do this and niggas this and nigga that. Nobody talks about the fact that the majority of the reason, the biggest, outside of the so-called white man, the biggest drug dealers in the world, go look up your biggest drug dealers, are Latinos. Pablo Escobar and El Chapo and El Mayo and all these different niggas are Spanish tribes. Griselda Blanco. The cartels. Down there eating, engaging in cannibalism and all kind of shit. Bloods and Crips Bloods and Crips are not making you fucking eat a human heart to prove your loyalty to be in a gang, man. But like I said, it's always a smoke. But that's why Judah's the head tribe, because they catch all the bad. See, Chicago, like in the spirit, in my head right now, Chicago is looked at as the face of inner city crime, right? And who do they paint as the faces of that? They want you to look at it from you know these Chief Keefs and these black dread-headed rappers, not realizing there's a major Spanish Mexican population in Chicago, but nobody ever puts the blame or the crime rate of Chicago on the Spanish people. It's always black people. See? Man, the Lord gonna get you Latins, man. Like I said, to the ones that are getting their shit together, trying to get their shit together, that's part of your elect. Hey, I pray for you. But the rest of you ain't right, man. You ain't right at all. Looking at me like I be like, man. Like I said, I don't even want to pop my shit like that in the sense of like, I'm at my worst, I'm better than most of y'all, man. At my worst, I'm better than 80-90% of y'all. At my worst. But then you have this attitude as if like, nigga, I'll hire you, nigga. But hey, that's why I say I don't want to pop my shit like that. You know what I mean? But in the spirit of it, they get to you like that, man. You got to remember, man, the Northern Kingdom is the biggest part of the. Hey, man, there's 12 tribes. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi is 3 out of the 12. So all your hate and rebukes can't just be to 3 out of the 12. That'd be how Jake be. Jake ignore all the shit that these Latin tribes and these other tribes do. But you niggas, okay? Yeah, niggas ain't right. But these Latin tribes ain't right either. So with that, I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna give all the glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakakwadash. A double honor to my apostles and elders. Shalom.